everybody, welcome back. In this video I'm going to show you how to play the guitar solo from the classic Ozzy song No More Tears. Now this is probably one of Zakk Wylde's most memorable guitar solos and it's a lot of fun to play. However, at the very end there's a really fast part that everybody cheats on or simplifies. Well, simplifying is cheating, isn't it? Even Zakk himself simplifies it when he plays it live. But I'm jumping ahead of myself. We'll learn more about that when we get there in the lesson. Now, I've got quite a few guitar solos from Ozzy's catalog here on my channel, including Crazy Train, Flying High Again, Diary of a Madman, Steal Away the Night, SATO, Bark of the Moon, and a lot more. So make sure you check those out. And if you liked this video, a thumbs up is always appreciated because it does help my content get a little bit more exposure. And if you want to catch all my content as soon as it's available, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And then if you've got any questions or comments, leave those down below and I'll attempt to answer the questions as time allows. Now, if you're interested in getting a copy of the custom guitar solo tabs that I've created here, I'll put information down in the video description, along with a link where you can get the awesome backing track from Jam Kazam. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to play the solo again for you at slow speed and then regular speed with the tabs on the screen. That way the more advanced players can get through this more quickly. Then after that, for everybody else, I'm going to break it down note by note. Let's go. Section 1 goes like this. Let's break that up into two boxes. And in the first, so you're going to slide up to 11 of G, add vibrato, and then 11, 12, 14. Here's that first box again. Then in the second box we play. So we start with 12 on G, quickly hammer to 14, add vibrato. And then 12, 11, 9. And then 10. You're adding vibrato throughout this section. And notice that at the end, I'll play the 10th fret with my index finger. That just gets me ready for the next section. I'm going to tie both boxes together and I'll play section 1 one more time for you. let's move on to section 2. Section 2 goes like this. Let's break it up into 2 boxes, and in the first, so you're going to rake over A and D to hit 12 of G. You bend that note up a full step, hold it for a bit, come down, pull off to 10. Then you're going to bend up at the 12th fret of G twice, hold it for a bit, add vibrato. Let me play that first box for you again. Now in the second box we play. So you're going to rake over the D string to hit 12 of G again, bend up a full step, come down, then 11 of G vibrato. Now I'm going to tie both boxes together, and I'll play section 2 one more time for you. All right, let's move on to section 3. Here's section 3. So in the first box we play. So on the G string 11, 12, 14. Then you're going to rake over G to hit 13 of B, bend up a full step. Hold it for a bit, add vibrato. Here's that first box again. Now if you want, you can replace 14 of G with 10 of B like this. That might make more sense to you than going up to 14 of G because it positions you better for that bend at the end. But I was just using the same fingering that I see Zach use. So either way, you should be fine. All right, now in the second box, we play. Okay, that may sound kind of funny, that last bend where I'm hitting both strings. If you listen closely, you'll hear that. Let me come back to that. First, you're going to rake over B to hit 12 of E, and then you're going to bend that up a half a step, back down, pull off to 10. And then what Zach did is he plays the 12 of high E, but he catches the B string on the way up. But when he gets to the top, he lets the B string go, so it's only the high E string. So if you want, you can just play the 12 of high E, bend up a half a step. Like that, because it's hard to catch that B every time and silence it. But the regulars here know I like to get things as accurate to the original as possible. Again, most importantly, just think of it as bending up at the 12th fret of high E, half a step up, vibrato, and then bring it back down. Like that, you should be fine. All right, I'm going to tie both boxes together and play section 3 one more time for you. All right, let's move on to section 4. Section 4 goes like this. Let's break it up into 3 boxes, and in the first, so you've got like a string scratch, followed by 15 of E, bend up a full step, hold it for a bit, bring it back down, pull off to 13, okay? 15 to 13. And then 15 of B, bend up twice. Kind of hold it. Let me play that first box again. Now in the second box, we play. So you're bending up at the 15th fret of high E 4 times, but the last time you're catching the B string, so it's like you're bending 15 of E and B together the last time. Then in the last box, so it's 15 on the high E, bend up and down a full step, and then 13 up a half a step. 15 of B, and then do a little slide down. All right, now I'm going to tie all 3 boxes together and play section 4 one more time for you. Okay, let's move on to section 5. Here's section 5. Slowly. Let's break that up into 2 boxes, and in the first, slowly. So we're going to start by raking over the D and G strings to hit 13 of B with a pinch harmonic, wide vibrato as you bend up. And then 10 on high E, 13 of B, pull off to 10. 12 of G, bend up a full step, and then 10B, 10E. So far, slowly. And then you're going to hit 12 of G with a pinch harmonic. You're about 3/4 of the way up and then back down. Pull off to 10. And then 12 D, palm muted, 12 G, B, palm muted, 12 D. And then 10 of G and B up about a 1/4 step. Here's that first box again, slowly. Then in the second box, slowly. So we start with 12, 10, 12 palm muted on the D string. Then you're going to play 12 of G and B with a pinch harmonic, semi-pinch harmonic, bend up and down, pull off to 10 on both. Now, the tabs show that you go up a full step. That's the G string. The B probably goes up a half a step. You've probably done these double stops before. And then palm muted, 12D, 12GB, 12D. And then 10 of G and B, hammer to 11 of G. 12D, vibrato. And you kind of pull off to open D. It's really more like you're just letting your finger off the string versus a pull off, if that makes sense. It just sounds. Totally optional, but it's here if you, it's there in the song if you listen closely. Here's that second box again, slowly. All right, I'm going to tie both boxes together and play section 5 one more time for you, slowly in the net normal speed. Okay, let's move on to section 6. Here is section 6. So the first box slowly goes. So we start on the G string, bend up and down at the 12th fret, pull off to 10, 12D palm muted. Then on the G and B strings 12, followed by a string scratch, and then 12 of G and B again, palm muted. So far. And then palm muted, 10 of G, 12 of D. So far. Then 12 of G and B, followed by 12D palm muted. 10 of G and B up a 1/4 step. So far. Then on the D string, 12-10. 13 of B, up, wide vibrato. Here's that first box slowly a few times. Now in the second box, we'll play slowly. So on the high E string, it's 10, followed by 13B, pull off to 10. 12 on G up a full step, and then 10B, 10E. So far in the second box. 13B, pull off to 10, 12 of G. So far in that second box. And then 10 of B 3 times, quickly. The whole section's kind of quick, but that part goes by even more quickly. And then 12 of G, pull off to 10 twice. 12 of D, quick vibrato. There's not much time to do that vibrato before the next section. Here's that second box a few times slowly. Now let me play section 2 at normal speed a few times for you so you can hear how that is a little bit quicker. All right, now I'm going to tie both boxes together and play section 6 one more time for you slowly and then at normal speed. Okay, let's move on to section 7. Here's section 7. So let's break it up into 2 boxes, and in the first, so we start by bending up at the 15th fret of the high E string and then hold it. And then you're going to hit the note and bring it back down. Notice how I tab it, that you're coming down from 3/4 of the way up. Don't get too hung up on that, just go with what feels right. And then 13E, 15B. So far. And then you're going to play 15 on high E, quickly pull off to 13, then 15 of B. And then 13 of high E up about a quarter step. And then string scratches. 15 of high E about 3/4 up. String scratch. 13 of E about a quarter step up. Let me play that first box again for you. Then in the second box. So we start with a string scratch, followed by 15 of E up a full step, hold it. And then 15 of E up and down quickly, full step. 13 of E up a half a step. 15 of B, wide vibrato, slide down. You can see how I show the open B at the end. You're just kind of sliding off the string. It's kind of faint. You can skip the pull off part if you want, but it's there. Here's that second box again for you. All right, now I'm going to tie both boxes together and play section 7 one more time for you. All right, let's move on to section 8. All right, section 8 is going to go like this. Let me slow that down a little bit more for you. Let's break it up into 3 boxes, and in the first, so we start on the high E string with 13, and then 10, hammer to 13, pull off to 10, 13, 10 B. I tab it so that it looks like you're going through the 10 and 13 with the hammer on part quicker. That's what I hear when I slow it down, like, as opposed to. And then we're going to play this twice. Okay, that's 13, 10, 13, 10 E, and then 13, 10 B. All right, you play that twice. So far, slowly. And then you'll play on the E string 13, 10, 13, 10. But then you go 15, 13 B. That's to get you ready for the next section. Now, a lot of times people are tempted just to play this 4 times. But if you listen very closely and slow it down, you'll hear the variances that I'm talking about, like at the beginning, okay, and then at the end. If you slow down the original track, you should be able to hear those parts. All right, let me play this first box one more time for you. Here is the second box. So it's 15, 13, 15, 13 on E, and then 15, 13 B. And you're going to play that 3 times. And then once again, you'll do 15, 13, 15, 13 on E, but then you end with 17, 15 B to get you ready for the next box. And once again, people are often tempted to play this 4 times instead of ending with up there. But if you listen closely, you'll definitely hear it. Now in the third box, we play so you're going to play this 3 times. On the E string, it's 17, 15, 17, 15, and then 18, 15 B. 3 times. And then finally, the last part. So it's 17 of high E, and then 15 on E, hammer to 17, pull off to 15, 18, 15 B. Let me play this third box one more time. Okay, now I'm going to tie all 3 boxes together and play section 8 one more time for you, slowly and then at normal speed. All right, let's move on to the final section, section 9. Section 9 goes like this. Now this is the part of the solo that everybody cheats on. And when I say cheats, they're either playing a simplified version of this, or they're slowing down the track or speeding up their video. I watched so many videos on this, and I have not seen anyone yet, including Zach, who plays it exactly like the record at the right speed. Everybody's cheating. I cheated too. What I did in my performance at the beginning is at this part of the solo, at that point, I slowed down the backing track to make it a little bit easier. But I'll show you both ways and you can decide what works best for you. So in the first box, we're going to play this. So on the E string, it's 18 pull off to 15, 13, and 15 of B, and then 13 on E, hammer to 18, pull off to 15, 13. So far. And then 15 on the G string. And then on the E string, 13, followed by 18, pull off to 15, 13. So far. Then 15 of B. And then on the E string, 13, hammer to 18, pull off to 15, 13. Let me play that for you slowly a few times. Now in the second box we play. I know toward the end it gets kind of funny. This part, it's really hard to hear because Zach's using a lot of distortion and it gets a little buried in the mix, but I was able to EQ it in such a way that I could hear what was going on. But here's how it goes. So it's 17 on B, followed by 15 on high E, and then 20 on E, pull off to 17, 15. Okay, so far. Now you play that 3 times. Now here's the funny hidden part. You're going to play 17 on B, 15 on E. 17 on B, you're kind of just lifting your finger off to open B. And then 17 G. Okay. That part's really hard to hear. And then 20th of high E, bend up, full step, wide vibrato, slide down. Here's that second box again. Now I'm going to tie both boxes together and play this one more time for you, and then I'll show you the cheating way, okay, that Zach and others oftentimes will do this. Now when people do the cheating method, they typically do something like this. So what you're basically doing is you're going to start with 18 of E, pull off to 13, and then you'll play this 3 times. 15 of B and then 13 of E, hammer to 18, pull off to 13. All right, play that 3 times. On box 2, you're doing a similar thing. So instead of playing 3 times, you play this 3 times. 17 on E, 15 on B, hammer to 20, pull off to 15. Okay, and then at the end you kind of do a 17 B, 15 E, and then do the bend up at 20. All right, let me play the cheating method one more time all the way through. It's so much easier to play that at the regular speed than the accurate way. And you have to wonder, well, why doesn't Zach do it like that, the same way he does it on the record? And the only thing I can think of is, well, first of all, he did talk about this being an improvised solo. So whenever you improvise a solo and it's time to go out on the road, you've got a couple choices. You can try to learn it like it was before or just come up with something different. And I think, as my guess is, what happened is when he was trying to relearn it, he was like, screw that part. I'm just going to make it a little bit easier for myself. And I don't blame him. I do not blame him at all. That part is tough to play at normal speed. All right, guys, let's wrap it up. That was my lesson on how to play the guitar solo from the Ozzy song No More Tears. If you found it helpful or informative, I would appreciate a thumbs up. And please hit that subscribe button to catch all my content as soon as it's available. And again, if you've got any questions, leave those down below and I'll attempt to answer the questions as time allows. Until next time, rock on.